Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box.
Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Avatar Legends from Magpie Games. I am the board game guru and game master extraordinaire, Jahan.
It's me, Casualty, CDG, co-host of Fresh Out the Box, and also Fresh Out the Podcast. That's where we podcast about things. If you like things, check out Fresh Out the Podcast, available where all podcasts are available. But tonight, we're playing Magpie Games Avatar, and I will be reprising my role as Duckweed, a foggy swamps waterbender, a little 10-year-old boy who's a little crazy-ish.
Hi, my name is Anaya Monet, and I'm back as Souza, a guerrilla warfare teen. Just trying to help this gaggle of friends live.
Hey, I'm Kevin Allen, an actor and perpetual Kickstarter of independent board games and RPGs who's probably going to go broke by the end of the summer. And I'm back playing Letty, the airbender. Yes, I admit it. He's an airbender.
As always, I am Michael Kapow, aka Mr. Kapow. That's MRKAPAO. And I'm taking on the role of Beggar Quinn, your sleepy time beggar. And much like Kevin, I'm gonna go broke probably with all these TTRPG Kickstarters. It just this year backed my third one already.
Did you treat yourself to a birthday
Kevin...
present? Happy
birthday
birthday!
Not very long.
Birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
It's so
dear
bad.
Michael Powell. Happy birthday to you. And Anaya, too.
Oh.
Happy birthday!
Ew.
It was nice. It was both y'all's birthday recently.
Kevin, I didn't realize that you were flush with cash, rich like money. You can make it all the way to the end of summer, bro. I can't even make it to the end of the week. Holy crap, dude. What do you have, stocks and investments?
Stop!
I bet Kevin supersizes his meals.
See,
Ooh.
the trick,
wow,
the
dude.
trick
That's
to
living the
financial
life.
success, if you want to know my secrets, is live with your parents.
Nice.
For free.
I was
There
gonna
you
say
go.
mine is I haven't looked at my bank account in a minute. I've just made a bunch of purchases and they haven't been declined yet.
Cash is a
Nice.
state of mind.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Jahan,
I'm
I
trying
like
to
your advice.
trying to
but I wanna-
manifest.
There you
I want
go.
to throw you a curveball back, Jahan. What if your parents are divorced and one lives in Arkansas?
Oh, gross.
There's
moving.
there's no way. There's no way you live in
Gross.
Arkansas.
I was gonna say, at least
No
there's
way.
2 Christmases.
No.
I don't know.
Christmas in
I haven't had
Arkansas is no
yet.
Christmas at all.
Exactly. There is no Christmas in Arkansas. It's still about Jesus out there. They don't know how to do it yet. You're supposed to give people stuff.
Yeah. All they want for Christmas is their 2 front teeth. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Sorry.
I heard y'all
Sorry if
making
you're
fun
from
of me on.
Sorry if you're
I
from
heard y'all.
Arkansas.
I heard
From
y'all
Arkansas
making
right
fun of me
now
on
is just
there.
like I'm turning this shit off.
I heard you making fun of me on your show, and I don't like it. The way you guys are making fun of us, we don't even act like that. We don't sound like that. We're not like that out there.
I like
I'm not
this.
gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
that's
it's
Missouri
perpetual-
y'all doing.
I
There you go.
could.
Hell yeah.
I'm frightened by the fact that I don't know anything about Arkansas. Just like we get a certain point towards the west, and I just don't know. I just don't know. Anything could happen out
Yeah.
there.
They're the show me state, so I'm sure they're willing to catch you up to speed.
Oh my
I
god,
was
that's
told.
that's
I was told.
threatening.
It is threatening.
I was told when I make my road trip out there, bring a white friend.
Yeah, I
they're
mean,
not-
they're
there
not
are
wrong.
reasons. There are reasons I
never-
don't know. what
I
goes
never had
on.
to bring a white friend when I went through there. I was always fine.
Oh my
I
gosh,
think there's
no
a
way.
reason.
What's your secret?
Yeah, don't forget to check your green books, y'all. It's
Okay.
they're still relevant. All right, so
Painful.
Oh my god.
Avatar Legends, it's happening right now. Speaking of
Arkansas
racism,
legends.
there's genocide going on. So, Avatar Legends, you guys have made it to the Earthbending Kingdom to find out that it's already well under attack by the Fire Nation. They have been at war here for a little bit now. They have armies moving on over the land. You traveled from the port to your destination of Yu Dao. You're on your way there now. On your way, you found an airbender that was mortally wounded, but you managed to save him against my wishes. But hey, it was still pretty cool. He's a bit crispy, but that's fine. So, you took refuge at a bandit camp and were eventually beset upon by Fire Nation soldiers, of course. Doing some battle, doing some combat, doing some this and that. You guys were able to cause enough chaos for people to escape. You guys are all scattered and running through the woods. We'll pick up with you guys sort of emerging from the tree line and seeing each other for the first time since the chaos went down. Anaya, you're having a one-on-one with a hammer-wielding guy, right?
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
breathing
me
fire?
and him, and then I believe Duckweed gave him the final blow.
I forgot how brutal that last episode really was. It was pretty brutal.
Yeah, I was one away from, from falling unconscious.
Yeah. Yep. It was pretty brutal. Fun stuff. But yeah, so
that was your arm, and I was like, "Where is your hand?" But that's a cat's tail, and now everything's okay.
he can make his fingers disappear. Look at me.
Yeah, I was like, "Heaven."
It is really freaky.
It looks
Also
like
the
he has
other
a
side.
tiny little arm.
Yeah, it's like a baby's hand.
So weird.
Very
God,
long.
hey,
Is it a strong arm?
Oh no,
a strong hand.
it's my strong hand.
There's a head. There's a cat's head. I will prove it. This is
That'd be, if you
Link,
pulled up
everyone.
another weird little arm right now, I would have lost my mind.
You
Instead
had to end the stream.
I would have lost it. I'm usually focused on what I'm going to say, but I saw it happening, and I just kind of was like, it's fine. But yeah. Oh no, there's a little hand. All right, I love your cat, but
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'll pass that along to him.
no, there's nothing. It's all good. Nothing to apologize for. We'll do it live. But yeah, so you guys emerge from the tree line, seeing each other for the first time. It's sort of a gray day out, overcast, getting towards the later part of the day. Probably about 3. You know, it's well afternoon. The smell of burning cinders, gunpowder, and blood is in the air as you guys stumble out of the tree line and just you look across at each other. Other people are coming out of the trees too, other refugees. You see the cart driver, Jumpy, hauling out of the tree line. And every now and again, you'll see the odd Fire Nation soldier walking out, looking disheveled, confused.
Should we do something about him, or just leave him alone?
What, the Fire Nation guy?
Yeah.
Oh, there's more than one.
How many?
They keep coming out of the trees and just going in different directions. They look kind of shell shocked. You'll see there's blood coming out of their ears. One of them is impaled with a plank of wood from the massive explosion that Mei Ling set off. And yeah, so it looks like they look like they got beat and they are walking, just sort of going wherever. They don't know what to do. They seem confused and off their kilter.
I
Figure Quinn is going to kind of pull everybody back and just kind of put a finger to his lip, just shh. And just motion to just let the soldiers pass.
There's one just sitting on the ground. He's just trying to put his arm back on. He doesn't understand why it won't stay.
We were in the middle of an evac.
Yeah.
That's kind of the energy we had as we were all getting ready. Half of the team was getting people out of the bandit camp. and
Yeah.
getting ready to fall back. And then we sort of won this fight, and we're on the winning side right now while they're all stunned. So this is our window to run.
Yeah.
If we wait around it, that they'll have a chance to regroup.
Yeah, you see the refugees like leaving, and you can see Jupi driving off. He'll look at you guys and wave you on, and you just sort of see like soldiers just like talking to each other, but they're not making sense.
Because I think Letty was over there at like the back gate, like go, 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 go,
Yeah.
like getting people out
Yeah.
the gate.
There's like a second
yes.
where I think Sousa like looks ready to start something again, but then like goes to grab her. Like she did pick up what's left of her umbrella and like touches it, and it's all burnt and kind of barely together. And I think she kind of starts to like her shoulders start to sag a little bit, and she kind of starts. She's coming down from the adrenaline high that she got before.
A bird almost crashes right into you as you're looking at your umbrella. It's fluttering around on the ground in a circle. Something's wrong with it. It is a blue jay.
She'll pick it up, kind of very, very quickly.
It seems scared, and it's going. It's making noise. It has a splinter going through its body.
Going through it, like I can't, like
Like-
if I pull it out, it will die.
Not necessarily. It's just
Okay,
it has
so I-
it has a splinter sticking in it, like a
Okay.
big a good one. And,
Okay.
yeah, it looks like it's in pain.
Yeah, she's still pretty like panicked and like out of it, so she'll shakily try to pull the splinter out without too much thought.
This isn't technically what it's for. We'll ignore the secondary effects, but do guide and comfort
Okay.
with harmony. Yeah. Where'd my pen go? Yeah, it's a chainsaw.
I got an 8.
Excellent. You pull the splinter out, and it makes a noise, as like it's in pain, and it sits there for a minute. It has a little blood, but it's not like bleeding out or anything. It might be okay, but it's just it's still hurt.
For some reason, like Sousa like feels like she's going to start crying, but she'll kind of quickly like sniff and swallow it back down and turn to the others and go. We should get on the transport.
Letty makes sure that oh my god, I'll never get her name. It's like Chewy. Lami Sho. That Lami Sho has all of her trinkets and mechanisms that she was working on, and helps like gather those up so that she's ready to leave as well.
She's ready to go, but she's watching the soldiers leave the woods kind of in horror, because she's kind of the one that did that to them.
Yeah, I imagined.
The guy
So,
who's
like, I'm trying.
the guy who's trying to put his arm back on dies. Because like obviously that's not proper medical care, so he just sort of bleeds out. But yeah.
Well, yeah. So I'm trying to aid Amisho in picking herself back up, and moving along. I can do a guide and comfort roll if you want, but
Not now. It's okay. We'll deal with the aftermath of what she's dealing with later.
yeah.
I think Baird Quinn at this moment is just, kind of helping out organizing the refugee scragglers to kind of get them moving on out and try to get everybody towards the cart.
Excellent. Yeah. It's not too. I mean, it doesn't take much prodding. They all want to get out of here, so you help make sure that they are going the right way, and all of you leave this little clearing, and you start cresting the other side of the valley, that you entered last session. You
We're
travel.
going back to that main trail.
You're going back to the main trail, and you travel through the night. Juvie says that you probably shouldn't stop. You're very close, and that you should continue.
Are we? Is there enough like moonlight to travel by, or are we traveling with torches, or how's the night?
The moon is waxing, so it's getting bigger. It's heading towards full. Maybe a few more nights, and it will be full. So
it's pretty bright.
You have a good amount of moonlight, yeah.
Cool. I'd rather not be walking with torches with Fire Nation looking for us, but being able to travel by moonlight's not so bad.
Yeah. You guys travel through the night. The sun rises as you mount one final hill, and the sun rises behind the city of Yudao, off in the distance. Finally, your goal is achieved.
Can we sleep here? Or do we have to make it all the way to town?
We have to make it into town.
No, I'm just gonna sleep on the way.
But
I think Beggar.
I was gonna say Sousa will kind of be surprisingly gentle and pat his head.
Aw.
Actually, Beggar Quinn is going to just kind of take Duckweed and just like kind of give Duckweed a kind of a piggyback ride.
Just sleeping. I'm fully asleep then.
Yeah.
If I don't have to walk. Yeah, that's how this scene starts, is us walking down the road and I'm just Z on top of his shoulders.
As you get really close to the town, it starts waking up. This town starts waking up. People start coming out, and you'll notice flying from the city walls. It is a fairly large city. It's the biggest city that you guys have been to all game. It's definitely not Bossing Say big, but it's a large village. It's the beginning of a city. It's pretty metropolitan. It's a port town. It's got walls. It's got districts. All that good stuff. And it has thousands of people living there. But as you get closer, you'll see people start coming out. You'll see guards walking out front. You'll realize that they are Fire Nation guards. And the Fire Nation is flying flags from the walls. But you see that the refugees, it's not stopping the refugees. They are heading towards this entrance. There's a refugee entrance to a refugee camp that's there. And they are being guided that way by the soldiers. Beggar Quinn, you have not heard anything about changing your path or anything. As far as you know, there is still friendship and safety to be found somewhere within the city. To your knowledge.
Quinn kind of looks towards the city and goes, "And my friends, we march forward. Ever forward."
Okay.
Sometimes
I wish I hadn't gotten out of my robes.
Sometimes I feel bad. I don't know. I feel like But everyone wanted to play this timeline, so I'm sorry.
We did. That's what we asked for.
I'm sorry.
It was a spare timeline.
I like that. That is a nice, unexpected twist. I like this. This is bad and it's good.
It's great.
Yeah.
Out of the fire into the fire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been excited for this reveal. Yeah.
That's a good episode name, Kevin.
Out of the fire into the fire. Maybe I'll change it. I always write them ahead. I always write them before we start, but maybe I'll. I forgot. I just called this episode Yudao. Out of the fire into the fire is way better.
Pretty good.
I usually try to have snazzy names like that, but like sometimes I just do especially when you're going to a big city, I'll just do the city name. But
I tried to run an RPG show one time, and this was my least favorite part of it. Was like I have to name it again. I don't know what's happening.
That's funny.
So
I have to name 2 episodes. Yeah, but I have to guess. Like I'll put if you go read my descriptions about what I think's gonna happen, it's pretty fun. I feel like I'm pretty good at predicting it, but it's always a crapshoot. But yeah, the sun rises. The Fire Nation is diverting your cart towards the refugee gate.
Are we still sufficiently disguised?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I mean honestly, you guys at this point you guys look like shit, and so does everybody else. So you blend right in.
We just look like vague dead-eyed.
Yeah, you look the part because you are the part. Unfortunately, you're not
Yeah.
even. It's not even
Oh,
a disguise anymore. You guys are disheveled rabble that's
So-
shifting from town to town. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta change my outfit again. So I'm wearing what could be considered pants, but they're so tattered that it's basically just still a loincloth, but they're like it's connected to like around the ankle. You know, it's still sort of pants, kind of. And the same thing
Got
with my
this.
shirt. I have like a vest, an open vest on.
I
You have
appreciate
the
that
stylish jeans
somehow.
with the knee holes
Mhm.
that are so big
But
it's the
just-
whole leg.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just totally ripped
Got it.
open. Yep, you got it.
Somehow
Okay.
you've consistently stayed in some kind of loincloth, but like a different one. I really appreciate that you
That's
keep
exactly
finding
right.
different types of loincloths.
It's
The
important to me
fanciest
that
one
I
being
have-
the sumo wrestler one.
Yes, and it's important to me that I
yeah.
have different outfits for each episode, or throughout the series. It's important to me.
No,
I gotta have
I'm into it.
we gotta have miniatures, and we gotta have art. You know what I mean? And the outfits have to change, so you know when this happened.
Absolutely. As you're following the directions of the guard, you're essentially going to a side gate, like the mud gate, a smaller gate for refugees only. Heading that way. It's very backed up. There's a lot of people slowly entering. They are searching people's stuff, not intensely, but they're looking through people's stuff. You'll notice that they're like taking people's food, breaking stuff. Like they're being dicks, like very clearly, and they seem to be enjoying doing so. But as you're waiting in line, you'll see some Fire Nation scrubbing some graffiti off of a wall that seems to depict some sort of blooming flower. And if you if you watch too long, they'll say, "Move it along."
Yeah. Let's see. Keep
Actually,
shuffling forward.
Can I see if does that flower have any meaning other than I'm guessing the White Lotus Society?
It does indeed look like a lotus.
Is there like a secret message behind it? Because like if there's two, I don't know, petals, 4 petals, or meaning something or
So
other.
it seems to be some new symbol that you're unfamiliar with, but it does seem to have some sort of significance to that effect. Yes,
Okay.
but it's something that has happened since you've been gone, apparently.
I want to do something. I want to do like a little stealth, but I want to do something funny. I want to take the water out of this guy's bucket. I just want to be like take his water, just like push it over there into the ground. Just so when he turns around
With
to
your
scrub it,
hand
he'd-
or with your mind?
with my water control powers. I just want to do it real quick. Like as he turns around and he scrub. I want to take his water and throw it over there, and then he turns back around to dip in his water, and
Well,
it's not there.
When we're doing our
you can't scrub
things
anymore.
later, this is a terrible idea. So this
It
counts.
is.
This counts as that for your development later. Roll a trick roll
Works
with
for me.
creativity.
When you indulge on a bad habit on your own, shift
Oh.
your balance towards survival and roll a survival. On a hit, you pull it off and vent your frustration, clear fatigue or conditions. If no fatigue or conditions mark a growth on a 10 plus, you also gain a windfall, a boon, or opportunity. On a miss, you're caught by someone dangerous or powerful, and they
Fair
complicate
enough.
your life.
Yep, that's the one.
This is the one, so let's shift my balance towards survival and roll with survival. Shift balance. Oh,
I want to support you, and I have no idea how.
I appreciate you. Just appreciate that you want to do that. Shift my balance. That's the big one, right?
The big one is you're shifting your. You don't want to shift your center. Shift your balance.
Shift the
You're right.
dots.
Okay. Center's the big one.
It's
Thank you,
It's
thank you.
it's tricky. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it takes a little while to get used to the words.
Anyone who went over their balance last game, I found out what you do. You shift your center towards the way you went off the chart, and then you recenter and you clear all your conditions and fatigue.
Oh, so should I clear my conditions that were gained during the fight?
Yes.
I guess so. Yeah.
Because
Oh, okay.
yeah, because that was happening during the fight, and that's before you clear them. So yes,
Okay.
it's after all the bad stuff happens is when you clear everything. So,
Got you. Then I'm feeling spry.
but don't forget to move your center.
I did.
Yeah. Towards
I also
towards
have a
roll.
question.
Yep, she's one towards roll now.
Nice.
So
I
add
also have a
3 to
question.
that because my survival's a +3, so it'd be a 9 altogether from my roll.
Ooh. So you can do the positive effects. You go ha, and the water bucket goes. Ka-plunk. It's kind of lackluster. You do it with a very high amount of control, and the water just sloshes. The guy's like, "Ah!" and he like looks down at it. It gets all over his boots. He picks the bucket up and he goes to get more water. And when he moves, you can see more of the graffiti. It does seem to be a white lotus blooming out of a flame.
Oh, that's so cool.
Thanks.
I also have a question actually. I wasn't here for the last game.
Right.
Before that, I had 3 fatigue. Do I clear those, or I stay at 3 fatigue right now?
Now you could probably clear them.
Okay.
You had a whole session. Yeah.
At the end of last session, I've still got 2 fatigue and am afraid. Do I still have 2 fatigue and am afraid?
Yes.
We've ended that scene. Still afraid too?
Well, I mean, you can clear it with what you just did, I believe.
Oh, that's right. Didn't I do a thing?
Yeah, you did a thing. You get it cleared.
Intimidate.
Your fatigue.
No,
Or
but
call
his
someone out.
his ability to indulge in a bad habit allows him to clear conditions when he's successful.
Oh, right.
Yeah, if
Okay.
people don't me. And I get to clear equal to my survival, which is a +3 right now, so I get to clear 1 fatigue, or 2, both of my fatigue and 1 condition, so it clears everything
Nice.
because of my bad habits.
It's really good, but
Worked
the
out.
downside of if he had failed, he would have been caught by the Fire Nation.
God.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty big. It's a double-edged sword there. Yeah,
I like that. You got to reset. That was cool.
I like it too. That's pretty cool. I like it when you guys get to do stuff like that. So yeah. Sorry, I actually made like more notes than usual for this session because I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to do better, you know. But yeah, so you guys finally you get to the gate. They're going through the people that you're traveling with stuff. They're finding food. They're taking anything that looks fresh. They're leaving stuff that looks old and like bruised fruits and, you know, moldy bread and that kind of thing. Sometimes they'll take a bite and be like, ugh, they'll throw it on the ground. Like, it's really rude.
Bastards.
Yeah. And then they'll is this everybody? Anybody in the cart there? And they'll look and they'll see, the injured airbender back there.
Oh fuck! I thought we left him somewhere.
No, I knew he was with us.
He's gonna open the thing and look at him. And he's gonna go, oh! And he's gonna close it.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Better than him taking an interest, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He was like, disgusting. The work of my comrades.
Oh yeah. No one likes to look at their own. Yeah.
God. Sousa, I think, even like looks a little disgusted.
It's
Like,
he's
I think-
he's pretty bad off. It's not good.
No, not even at the guy. Like at the fucking guard.
Oh yeah, they're
just,
monsters. This is horrible.
Yeah, she looks disgusted, but I think she manages to like play it off as like, yeah, ew, this victim.
Yeah. What kind of?
Can I say while we're traveling, Beggar Quinn's trying to like just keep the guy alive, like at least stable.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, you'll look after him. You'll put a wet cloth on his head.
Yeah.
And he's as good as he can be. But yeah, you guys make it through the gates. Immediately, once you're in, the smell, it's pretty bad. It smells like open air bathrooms and sickness. You'll hear coughing. You'll see sad people in rags. You'll see some people that don't look quite as bad off. They must have just gotten here. Some people are begging for food. Some people are gaunt. They're hungry. But you'll see some people running, some kids playing, people talking and laughing. It's a real mixed bag. There's even some music playing. It starts off kind of sad when you're entering, but then once you start getting in, it starts picking up a little bit, and they start playing a little happier. But there's people from all different nations in here. You see some people are standing, looking at the people coming in, seeing who's coming in. At this point, someone will call out to your group, Shep, it's me. A young girl will run up to Shep, the large earthbender, and wrap him in a hug. And he'll say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're safe. I can't believe I found you. Thank heavens." And they'll share a moment. He'll introduce his sister. This is my sister. The dungeon master didn't give her a name because he forgot.
It's okay.
There's
yeah.
when Miles and pleased to meet your acquaintance. Sorry to be a little abrupt, but do you think is there a doctor around our friend, and kind of motions towards the airbender?
She'll look in. Oh, poor thing. You could try to find somebody, maybe, but we don't really have access to much medical care here. I hear there are ways, though. I just don't know what they are. You have to know somebody.
I mean, you know what? I think this is the time to use my ability around here somewhere.
I
yeah.
would say so.
So,
Ooh,
when you go looking for
that'll be
help
fun.
from old friend, I think I roll with harmony here. Yeah, roll with harmony. And I got a full hit.
Hell yeah. So you feel that if the old ways still hold true, you could probably find the resistance and contact them for medical aid. You're hoping that the lines of communication are still there and that they are still underground. But you have to kind of go under the city for that. There's a way to communicate with them, though. You know a spot to mark, and then you go to the street corner and wait.
Okay. You know what?
All cloak and dagger style.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think Souza will be needed with the group right now, so I think Barry Quinn is gonna just look down at Letty and goes, Souza, take care of the others. You're in charge. Well, you've always been in charge. But I will need some help, so Letty, help me get our friend some much needed help.
Oh, okay. Of course.
So I think they're gonna make kind of a stretcher, put together like a stretcher thing.
Well, he's
to go
already
to
on
that
the
corner.
cart.
He's in a
Okay.
cart.
You want to take him? Do you know where we want to take him? I'm asking you in character now. Do we know where we want to take him?
If the old ways hold true.
He says optimistically.
Should be hopefully they're still around, and kind of a really low voice so only they could hear the group. Hopefully the resistance still around here somewhere and they're in operation.
Are you guys talking about the reason? No, I'm just kidding.
Why did you say so? Okay.
And then there's a big musical number about the resistance.
Is
What
this
if-
one of those situations where we're only going to get one chance to find them? Like we won't be able
Well,
to find
they're
them,
still
come back here,
around,
and then
so-
find them again.
They're still around. We if anything,
You could
Looks over
conceivably
the-
find out where the doctor would be and then take him if you wanted to, for sake of ease.
okay.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I'll kind of
I
as
just
Bigger
don't-
Quinn leaves.
I'm
I just want to tap Bigger Quinn really quick and go. What if the resistance isn't doing enough. Just if you go and you honestly feel like the resistance isn't cutting it, we can't leave these people here.
Bear Quinn kind of looks down and looks back up at Sue and goes, well, it's your call. But he looks over at the airbender. Doesn't have much time. It's really bad.
We'll be quicker on our feet without taking him around. I think we should figure out what's happening in this city and what we have available to us before we start making decisions like that.
Jumpy the caravan man, I'll watch after him until you return.
Thank you, Jupi. We'll be, and I say this to Jupi, but looking at Beggar Quinn, I say we'll be back as quick as we can.
The way I imagine Jupi looking is the teacher's husband in Full Metal Alchemist. If you guys have seen that. He's like a giant bearded man that's like really like masculine, but he's also like a big old softy. I don't know. That's what I imagine.
Love that.
Yay, I like that.
Foxy. Yeah, Sousa will she'll say, just when you go, let me know what they're like, what they seem to be about. If we need to go immediately, I don't know where, but we can figure it out.
If you see me with my bowl up, come with. But if you see it down, run.
Okay.
Be a really funny thing to forget later, and you're just like not paying attention to how you're holding your bowl.
You're like juggling your bowl, like having made lifelong friends now, and you're like, oh, and we're like, I'm like, what is it mean?
Ancient fidgeting with it. Do we
Right.
go? Oh, do we go? Do we? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
We're gonna, what?
Slurps out of the bowl and.
Right. Oh God.
Oh, that's what they meant by up.
But yeah, so Beggar Quinn, you go off to the spot you need to mark with chalk.
Yeah.
We'll say you mark a wall somewhere that you know specifically is being watched, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll go to an alleyway that's like not in the same place and wait.
Yeah.
And the rest
And I
of
have
you,
Letty with me.
and Letty's with you.
Stand guard in the alley.
You guys are just sort of awkwardly standing there in the alleyway.
Yeah, I'll keep like he doesn't say this, but as a kid he's just like, keep.
Burger Quinn is going to probably like get like from the trash or something like some rags, just put it over Letty, and he's already in rags, so they're all just kind of huddled, looking like beggars.
Letty, didn't
Yes.
you say you used to be a Fire Nation?
Yeah.
And didn't you say that we should try to figure out what's going on here?
It did.
Do they have like a notes room or something somewhere we can go get maps and notes and know what they're up to? I love sneaking around and getting stuff. I'm a real sneak around and getting kind of guy.
I say to Duckweed, you were supposed to stay with the cart.
Oh God. I look up and I'm like,
I thought that the strong guy was staying with the cart.
Yeah, but I thought you were staying with the strong guy, staying with the cart.
Oh
Quinn just
no,
has,
the
his face palming.
the burned guy is staying with the strong guy with the cart.
You guys are 0% inconspicuous now.
The airbender.
Susan's having a breakdown on the the thing, being like,
Someone walks by the alleyway and looks at you guys like, what the fuck are you doing? And then like just keeps walking.
Move along, my pants are all busted up. I'm a
I
refugee.
turned to Beggar Quinn
You
like, should we
forgot.
go find the notes room? I mean, like,
Quinn's
I
just
mean,
like-
not the. I basically going back. Like, should we go find the notes room? I mean, like, not the notes room. It'd be City Hall. But should we go find City Hall?
You know what? Beggar Quinn is just going to actually take his fingers and just like this, closes Letty's lips, and does the same with Duckweed, just like, and goes, shh.
Lick his hand. Lick it.
And we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait for Bear Quinn's contact.
You guys wait for the contact. The rest of you, which is now just Naya.
Sousa's like, he's gone.
Sousa and the rest of the refugees, you guys continue on with the throng of people entering, and you find a spot that's not with tent yet, and you guys start setting up there. The caravan pulls over. The people that you're with kind of stick together in like a makeshift little camp. They sort of circle their wagons a bit so they can watch out for each other. And yeah, you see a lot of people walking here and there. For the most part, you don't know anybody, but you will notice Noako, the monkey fist from the Pandit camp. There, he looks all cross with his monkey fist dagger. He looks, he looks very stern. He has his big old mutton chop sideburns. And then you'll notice that he's escorting someone through the camp. There's like this little shrunken, shriveled old woman, like clutching his arm and like walking very timidly. And he's being very gentle with her as he walks her through the camp.
I'll wave at them, even though I think she says a little curse at first because she's like, we did not have the best terms. But she'll wave and kind of eye the old woman because she didn't recognize her at the camp. And obviously she's someone important. So if he seems open to it,
they'll waddle over to you.
Okay.
Oh, hey. I didn't catch your name before.
She'll give one of her many fake names.
It's okay. I'm Noako, in case you didn't know. And this is my mother.
Hello, nice to meet you. She'll bow very respectfully. She knows how to deal with old people.
She'll
riz.
like you'll hear her creak. She like bends over a little bit. Do you mind if we sit here a while she regains her strength?
Of course. Do you need I grew up with a lot of older people. Do you need me to like rub your like arms? Like she'll have to do like a little like massage on her joints.
Tea would be lovely. And she'll sit down.
Right. I think. Is there any tea right here?
I mean, you guys are. I mean, yes,
like
there's tea. It's around.
Okay, no, I'm like, I don't know. It seems like a luxury item to me, but it's not cultural for me.
Yeah, no, everybody. Tea's very common here. Yeah.
Okay. So she'll quickly fetch her some.
And you guys will have yourselves a sit. You will hear a ruckus as all this is happening. You'll pour the tea. You guys will have a little chat, and then you'll hear a ruckus in the camp. Come back here! And you'll see 4 little pot-bellied children with no shirts on running, carrying like bread and apples and like stuff like that, and a guy's chasing them. Come back here! And one of them's gonna stomp, and the earth will open up, and they'll all hop in. And hut, 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 and they disappear. He's like, no! He's like trying to dig at the ground where they stole his food.
There's like where Susan was kind of like, oh, I'm sorry. I think she's eyeing them, being like, is that one of our dirty children, the one who I'm missing right now? But then she doesn't see duckweed amongst the throng, so she's getting a little bit worried. But
That
the
was a pretty
figures he
fair
may.
assumption, too.
Yeah.
She's getting she was like, they're magnetized.
You'll hear people talking after the event, and someone will mention that those tunnel tykes are a real menace.
Could you
Tunnel
tell me
types.
more about? I am concerned that my brother will find his way into a bad crowd. Could you tell me a little bit more about them?
About the kids? You're asking somebody you heard over talking?
You were talking as if they seem to do this regularly, or they have kind of.
Oh yeah, they're a little.
reputation?
Yeah, it's a little group of kids. Not sure how many there are, but at least one of them can earthbend, and they make it everybody's problem. But I mean, I guess the kids have to eat, and if you're not quick enough to keep your food, I guess you deserve to lose it. At least around
Well, why
here.
not? You could forge some sort of truce with them if they listen.
You're
or show
speaking.
respect,
You're speaking logic
or-
in illogical times, there, ma'am.
Yes, I realized as I was saying that maybe logic doesn't always work in these situations.
Sometimes people gotta do what people gotta do. People aren't willing to part with food willingly. So, well, that's redundant, but yes.
If they target a just a fellow refugee, just instead of a guard, let me know. I feel like I need to nip a problem in the bud really fast
And
before
what
it becomes
was?
an issue.
How do I find you? What was your name?
She'll give the fake
A
name.
fake name.
And she'll say, I believe this is where we're going to be staying for now. Just again, I'm worried that my brother's gonna find his way to them very soon.
Fair enough.
Maybe second now. Sousa's like, oh god, the bad kids.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I was wondering if you're doing it on purpose or not.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so after that little slice of life moment, we'll go back to the alleyway. You're all waiting there, bored. Some of you more than others, obviously. You're kind of used to doing this, Beggar Quinn. But a young girl, dressed shabbily in kind of rags, will appear. And she'll just stand at the edge of the alleyway looking at you. She looks very morose. She's like May. She's like May. She's not very cheery. No smile. No.
Tiny goth girl.
But she stands there and just looks at all of you and waits.
Does Bear Quinn knows, is this a person, or is there like can I like invent a call sign, like a high sign, like we're cool, like
Hey, you can say something.
can I say the high sign is Bear Quinn's just going to take out his bowl, places it out, and if the girl drops a special, I don't know, like a wooden coin or something with a lotus drawn on her.
Yeah, she'll drop the Paicho tile in there,
Yeah.
and then
All
she'll
right.
bow, and then she'll walk away.
Bear Quinn looks at
You're supposed to follow her,
his
though.
compatriots and goes, "All right, oh, that's a sign. Let's follow her."
I follow.
You'll follow through the streets a little bit.
I snap out of it. I totally wasn't like my character didn't realize that she was there. I didn't realize that we waited the right amount of time. I've just been so bored in this alleyway that like once you guys start moving, I'm like, oh crap, and get up and like shuffle to catch up to you.
You guys walk through the
I'm
streets a
gonna-
bit. Yeah, go ahead, lady.
I'm gonna treat myself as his older brother for the duration of this whole sequence, like grabbing his hand and trying to lead him along.
Fair enough. Do you take his hand?
No way. Yank, but just classic little brother type of stuff too. Yank back and like, don't touch me. You're not my brother.
Is it all wet?
How come you always try to act like? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Just making sure-
Absolutely,
just making
it's
sure
very
your hands are
clammy.
wet.
Yeah.
Can I just say that has such "you're not my supervisor" vibe to it?
Yes, 100%. Like the more I say that he's not my brother and just stop bullying me and stop touching me, the more everyone knows that he's my brother.
Yeah. No, for sure. You guys are walking through the street. She leads you around several twists and turns. You wind up back towards the refugee wall a bit. There is a building there that has a lamp with a sort of like a blue tinted glass over it, and there's a fire burning in there. And so the alleyway's like got a little bit of a blue light. She'll walk up to the door and do a series of knocks, just like sort of like. And then someone will open a slat. Classic, like, and then, close it back up, open the door, and you guys will be let in to a dimly lit, musty room. It's like a back room of some, like, general supply store or something. There's, like, sacks of feed and barrels here. The shelves are pretty scarce, though, you'll notice immediately. There's a door that's like, it's pretty much always open. It's just like a doorway that leads to the front of the store, which appears to be closed. And then there's another door in the back that is shut. There's a man sitting at a table, sort of like half turned to you guys. He'll look up, raise a glass. He's a large man, with like sort of just like an way oversized belly. He has a scar on his face. He is missing an eye, but he was not missing that eye last time you saw him, Beggar Quinn. His name is Bora, and he's the resistance cell leader of this area, and he is who you were hoping to find. He'll look to you and smile, revealing his grisly wound across his left eye, that kind of fucks up that whole side of his face. Beggar Quinn, it's good to see you alive. Were you successful in your mission? Right there, though, we're going to go ahead and take our break. Hey, thanks everyone for watching so far. It's been a fun episode. This is episode, 7 of our Avatar Legends campaign. And we will be back after this short break.
Fresh out the box. 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 Fresh out the box.
Hey there, everybody! Welcome back to not Adventure Time. Avatar Legends! We're just talking about Adventure Time. From Magpie Games, I'm the board game guru, game master extraordinaire still. Jahan Anan, still doing it.
It's me, Casualty CDG, and if I didn't need any more proof that Jahan was a time traveler, that's it. right there. He's actually playing the Adventure Time game. In the future, he came back to fill in for his past self and said the wrong name. Proof? 1 point for me, 0 for time traveling Jahan.
I also
Thank you
wrote-
very much.
I also used to write for The Simpsons, so that's how they do it, just for the record.
Oh. Hi, I'm Anaya Monet. I'm playing Souza, the guerrilla warfare teen who managed to help everyone get to the refugee camp, but is feeling a little bit conflicted. If she was in Adventure Time, she would probably be some kind of wizard. I think that makes sense. Something efficient.
Hi, I'm Kevin Allen. I'm playing Letty, who, as you all know, is Duckweed's older brother.
This castle is in unacceptable condition. Unacceptable.
No.
I am Mr. Kapow, the Earl of Lemongrab, aka Michael Pow,
Yeah.
and
If I do run that game, say hello to every shop owner.
no. Yes. But I played Bear Quinn here on Avatar Legends, and yeah, let's find out what's going on with the Resistance.
It's futile. That's what. Yeah. So we're picking right.
I quit.
He quit because of the lemon heads. Yeah, we'll pick it up right where we left off. You're in the dank back room of some sparsely shelved general store after closing. A man with a giant wound on the left side of his face and one eye sits at a chair. The massive man looks to Quinn and greets him warmly. His name is Bora, and he is the resistance cell leader of Udao. Still alive. But, you know, it looks like he had some close calls since you've been away. He asked you, was your mission successful?
Still on it, Boren. But look better than the last time I left you. You do something with your hair?
I had a close shave.
Looks good on you. But we're coming here because we actually need help. Kind of looks back and forth. Is it safe talk here?
Yeah, we're good here.
We found an airbender.
Well, that was a little bit more than we were looking for. What about the scientist?
The side is safe. They're in the refugee camp right now, but the airbender is in really, really bad shape, and if they don't get any medical attention soon, I don't think he's gonna make it.
Well, if he doesn't make it, I guess at least he'll be with his people. And he'll, like, sort of shake his head, like, sadly at that. We'll see what we can do. He'll look at the girl, Tao, run along, go get the doctor. She'll bow and leave. She'll meet you back at your camp. We tagged you when you came
Before they
in.
go, yeah, Barry Quinn, before they leave, they just gonna ask, so, any new information, news, anything going on here?
Oh, no, only the girl leaves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tao leaves. Bora. Yeah, all kinds of stuff happened. Well, since you left, well, we've been colonized, I guess. The Fire Nation came in, took over the town, using it as a base of operations to launch attacks against the Earth Kingdom. We didn't have much of a chance against them. They killed a lot of our people, but we escaped underground. Well, figuratively, of course. And we've been fighting the fight ever since, trying to sabotage what we can, disrupt lines, sow dissent. You know, typical things. But we haven't really been able to strike at the heart of it.
Any word from the higher ups? Any changes? Anything we should know about?
it's hard to get anything in from the higher ups, the other leadership. I mean, that's part of the point of the cells, anyways. It's hard to take us all down if we don't all know each other, but it has been unusually quiet, which leads me to believe that there might be some disruption in our leadership. So, given that, we've been operating under the assumption that we're all that's left, and we have been fighting our war ourselves. Really, what we've been focused on is trying to alleviate the pain of the civilians and the refugees to the best of our ability, while crippling their ability to strike out across the land. But it has not been easy. They get smarter every day. They have ingenious people working for them, creating monstrosities that march across the land, which is, well, I guess the reason they sent you on your mission in the first place, to recover the girl.
Well, we got the girl now, but honestly, with everything going on here, I'm thinking it might be too dangerous to stay here. We might need to find a safer space because we can't let them have the girl again.
I'm gonna have to say negative to that. This is our city, and we will stop them here in our own way. I cannot abandon my post, and I would ask that you would stay and help. I think the girl could be of use to us here.
You can't use the girl as a weapon. That would make us no better than who we're fighting against.
Why do you think we sent you to get her?
Oh.
At the very least, she can help us defeat their creations.
That's a decision that she will have to make on her own.
I won't force a girl. As you say, we are not them, but I would strongly request. Look around. We are running out of allies.
Out of character, is there any place that's safer than where we're at right now?
Like city-wise?
Yeah.
You thought that this place was safe, so it's hard to tell. You would have to travel through the front in order to get to a city that's not under siege, and whatever city you got to would eventually become under siege.
Man, I'm blanking. What's the name of the city that?
The only place that would be safe from this is Ba Sing Se.
I was gonna say the king, the city with King
Omashu?
Bumi.
Oh yeah,
Omashu,
Omashu. Yeah, there is Omashu. Where are you guys in relation to Omashu?
Which would be closer, Omashu or Ba Sing Se?
Oh, Omashu, definitely. Ba Sing Se is far. Ba Sing Se is on the other side of the continent. Where's the map? I thought it was like right here. What are you doing? Here it is.
Is there?
Mashu, I think, might be farther. Like, I mean, as the crow flies.
Oh shit, maybe. I'm looking at the map now. Let's see.
It's-
Omashu 21. Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
It's about equal
Well,
distance.
yeah, it's equidistant. It's equidistant.
You could have gone there.
One he's traveled by boat, so
It's-
it's more of a straight line.
So it's the opposite way. It's like equal distance from where you started to where you are now.
Okay, so
You'd have to make this
Dang.
journey again.
Oh man.
yeah. Ba Sing
And,
Se,
and
though,
for all you know, it's under Fire Nation control as well.
yeah, Ba Sing Se, it would be on the other side though, right?
Ba Sing Se is about equal distance. Yeah, they form like a triangle,
Uh-huh.
which
But
makes
would,
sense.
Ba Sing Se would be if we're here,
You're
Ba
at
Sing Se.
So we-
and
We are essentially in
And
the
you're-
northwest-ish corner of the world.
And you're here-
Ba Sing Se is in the northeast corner.
Is there
Omashu's in the
something else
center
I
of the
can-
world.
Yeah, so you're here. This is Omashu, and then this is Ba Sing Se. It's like-
Okay,
they're not
from what,
close. It's a very.
yeah, from what Beggar Quinn knows, which would be, what would he assume would be a safer?
Ba Sing
place to go
Se
on, just
would
like-
definitely be safer.
Ba Sing Se.
It's the greatest fortress ever constructed. Yeah. But going there, you would have to travel directly through the Fire Nation front. You'd go through the thickest part of the war to get there.
Is there any place else that would be safer?
Are you asking me?
What about what else is it? Yeah, what about is there any water tribe settlements? Somebody they could just disappear to, honestly. Like which
The swamps are safe.
Swamps are safe. You go to the swamps.
You want to disappear? There's no better place to disappear than the
Where's
foggy
the foggy
swamps.
swamp? The foggy swamp is further than Omashu. But they're close to each other.
Swamps.
Yeah.
If you're just
People go
asking
out
the
there
room, there is the
disappearing in
northern water
swamps on
tribe.
accident.
Yeah, there's the Northern Water
Even
Tribe. You can go there. That's honestly, it's kind of closer than Omashu,
Yeah.
but who knows if they would let you in? I don't know. Let's see, 31. What's 31? Oh, that's only there in the Korra era. So it's not
is there a rule like you roll to kind of suss out from Melissa Bora their intentions of using
Yeah, assess the
Nami
situation.
as a weapon or something.
I think assess the situation would be your best bet on this.
Gotcha. I'll roll that then.
Ooh.
On a miss,
Good.
well, you don't get to ask the questions essentially, so it's hard to tell. He's your friend, and you want to trust him, but it seems there's been change. Things have happened. You don't know what's going on, and you've been kind of backed into a corner. You feel a little trapped. But what you do know, it just sounds to you like the world is on fire, and there might not be anywhere safe to go. And I'll sort of like fade in as Bora is the one saying these words to you. The world is on fire, and there might not be anywhere safe to go. We should fight where we can, and not give up what we've got. We might never get anything else ever again.
That was really good.
Bear Quinn's gonna kind of
Thanks.
look over to Letty and Duckweed and kind of decides and goes, it should be their choice. It should always be their choice. So, what we should do,
I
offer
agree.
Nami a choice. Whether she wants to stand and fight with us, or run and hide.
And I agree. If you want to hide, we can hide you. It would just be a shame. But I understand, and I will not force your hand here. I am still your friend. But I do have a
What a
war to
world we
fight.
live in.
Yeah. What dark times, my
What a world
friend.
we live
What
in.
dark times. But I think we can weather this. I mean, how long can they keep this up? 100 years later.
Bear Quinn's just gonna
Some
sigh and goes.
SpongeBob for you.
Bear Quinn's just gonna kind of sigh and goes, "What a world we live in when we have children fighting the battles."
And children are often the ones that die in war. And old men like us
Old-
linger on.
Letty just looks around the room at the old men and children.
Yeah.
and the people there.
It's old men actually, yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's true.
All right. Bear Quinn just kind of nods and goes, "All right, let's go back to our friends. Let's go back."
Are we bringing our airbender friend here for medical attention or not?
Tao will bring a doctor to your camp.
Okay, thank you.
We'll do what we can for you. I hope everything works out. We'll be in
What
contact.
did you mean when
He'll
you
do.
said? What did you mean earlier when you said that if he died, he'd be joining everyone else, all his friends?
Oh man!
Yeah,
So like
Letty's-
a pained look shoots across the old man's face.
We heard they attacked some airbenders in the north.
Did we hear that?
It's
Didn't we hear that? We heard there was an attack, but we don't know anything about.
the last reports were that it's bad, and no one has heard much from the air nomads since the comet burnt the sky.
They attacked the Northern Air Temple?
They attacked all the air temples. Now you know.
Just Letty deflates right before everyone's eyes.
He'll look at you curiously because he doesn't know you're an airbender, but he'll nod like the pain. I mean, it's not hard to empathize with that anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Out of character. What's his name again?
Bora,
Bora.
Bora.
Bora,
Alright,
Bora. Yeah.
Keep in contact with us. Any word, any news, any change in plans, we'll be in the refugee camp. All right, kids.
We know where you are.
Let's get going.
He'll say, kind of ominously, but yeah, and he'll wave, and he'll watch Duckweed as he leaves.
Quinn's gonna kind of usher the, Duckweed and Letty out. So they're gonna hopefully go back to the refugee camp.
Yeah, Letty is absolutely going through the motions the entire way back to the camp.
You'll pass a somewhat older woman, probably 40s, pass you guys on your way out the door, and she'll look at you guys and she'll walk inside the building. She's about 40, dark hair with some gray streaks, slight crow feeding, blue eyes. Pretty, but not done up in any way. Very dressed down and like no makeup.
Does Barry Quinn know her?
No, you don't recognize her, but she goes in.
Letty.
Actually, you know what? Can I roll something to see if, I don't know,
Yeah.
something sus about her?
Yes, that's the situation. Yeah, go ahead.
Fingers crossed.
Oof.
Oh God, I am rolling horribly tonight.
She get. You can shift your balance to pass if you want.
Um,
You get a +1 for shifting your balance
what I will. I'll shift my balance.
away from center.
Yeah.
All right, so you get to ask a question. What here can I use to? Who or what is the biggest threat? What should I be on the lookout for? I mean, these are sort of flexible, but what's the best way? But you want to know about the girl.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly she must be part of the resistance in some way because she just walks into that building. But she does give you kind of a dangerous vibe. Something about her seems a little off. Not suspicious necessarily. I mean, it's everything you guys are doing right now is very suspicious to anyone watching. But yeah, she gives you a bit of a.
Is she like a traitor or like a secret agent of the Fire Nation? That's what I'm trying to suss out.
You don't get that vibe from her at all.
Okay, gotcha.
Letty, now's the perfect time. If you want to know what happened and we want to know what's going on around here, we gotta get to the notes room.
He's considering it. Yeah, Letty kind of like is stumbling over himself, but trying to think of like, are they out of the
Yeah, you're out of the
back
building. You're in
rooms
the
and
streets
hallways
now,
and stuff?
walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're on the streets, great. Yeah, and he's starting to kind of like look around to see if he can find like a community bulletin board or buildings, and if you
boy.
see anything, he's asking.
I don't want to keep hitting you guys
Beggar.
with the dark notes here, but if you find a bulletin board, it's covered with like missing people's faces and stuff. But that's just typical during
everywhere
war.
He looks is bad.
Yeah.
Um,
But you'll see. I mean, the streets aren't very densely populated right now. People are mostly indoors. Most of the people out either are carrying things. They seem to be busy, or they're soldiers walking around. There's like curfews and all that kind of stuff in place around here. The guards will be hassling people here and there, but people are still living their lives. So you'll notice some of the people that are living in here are still Earth Nation people. They still, some of them still have their houses, but they're being forced in them, and people are being made to them. So, what are you looking for exactly?
the notes room.
The notes room. Okay, I mean there is
Like no, no. Like Letty would be looking for any kind of like, I don't want to say a city hall, but just any like community square adjacent official looking building.
Yeah, you guys will see like there's an
information.
obvious main thoroughfare, like a main road that leads to a large plaza. And there is definitely an obvious city hall building there. This city is big enough for a sort of that kind of level of thing. Near it, you'll notice a new construction, a bit of a tower with a bunch of holes around the top. And every now and again, you'll see a bird either fly in or out. A hawk. But that building looks that building looks pretty new.
Letty looks at it and he thinks for a second, and then he tells Duckweed, like, I think that's where we'll find notes. That looks like maybe the notes room. And he points to the very official looking building.
Out of character, let's run by the refugee camp real quick, get our party together, and then go to the notes building.
All right, fine.
That way we're not split party anymore.
Yeah, you guys can do that. All right, so you guys will.
So just so we're clear, Letty did not check him with Beggar Quinn and just told Duckweed that information, expecting Duckweed to just to go and like.
I like to think the refugee camp is on the way.
Yeah, so when Duckweed does it, he's like, okay, good, we'll check it out later, or whatever Duckweed says. Letty's like, okay, all right, fine, just like,
yeah,
he thought he was going to incite. He thought he would just take the lead on.
No, we gotta get a plan. We gotta get a plan together. We can't just do crazy.
Wait, were you hoping to piggyback on him being a loose cannon?
Yes.
Okay, that's funny.
Because Letty is not the guy to do that, but he knows Duckweed is, and he's like, well, I gotta go to Duckweed.
So you prodded the loose cannon, hoping you could follow in his wake. That's really funny.
That's why I said out of character, because in character, Duckweed would go to the tower right now. But out of character, I think we should get our party back together.
You can be like, who loves sneaking and stealing shit, Sousa?
But you would try to stop me because last time I stole a knife, you made me give it back. So
But I did help you steal from pirates that one time.
That's true. Duckweed's just... I feel like Duckweed wouldn't be in a hurry to get you, but I think that it's better for the party to be together for whatever reason. Even if the doctor came back to the camp and relieved you from duty and was like, yo, your homies are over there by the tower about to do something stupid, and you show up right now, I think would be great.
Yeah, we can all say that.
Whatever.
No,
Jahan,
we don't have to. We
guys-
can absolutely just go with this.
Whatever
I think
you
it's
guys
funny that
want.
I'm like, Duckweed, the notes building is. I think that's it, and you just.
I would go.
Just like,
I would go.
cool.
I would go to
I
the
was
notes.
gonna say,
Oh.
maybe Duckweed is maturing.
Your fate's just like, no.
This is what I get for trying to include you.
there's-
You see this? Everyone's trying to talk me out of it.
War
This is
changes a
crazy.
child.
They're like, go to the tower. Don't go get her. No, we got to go get our homie first, and then we go to the tower.
It's fair.
I think Duckweed
War
could come up with any
war
number of
changes a
reasons to
child.
not do it at this moment.
Yeah, wait for nighttime. Yeah, it's better at nighttime. No. Bad things happen in the dark. All right, so
I could sneak in whenever I want. I'm
fair.
such a good sneaker.
Yours
I could
is a good
sneak in
sneaker.
at daytime. I could sneak in at nighttime. I could sneak in while the sun's
We'll
out.
say
Sneak in while the
as
moon's
you're
out.
thinking about going, a bunch of guards walk by, and you're like, it might not be a great idea.
I could
Like
sneak
a
in
lot of
dressed like a
guards.
guard. I could sneak in dressed like a plant. I could sneak in dressed like a chair.
You keep
I'm
giving
unkillable.
you keep giving all of these suggestions on your way back to the refugee camp. Outside the refugee camp,
By the time he finishes listing everything, Becker Kun has led us back to the camp. I'm
Yeah.
like, we didn't do it. We didn't do the thing.
on your way back, there is, once you get into the refugee camp, there's like a collapsed building out there, like a little shack, and it looks like there's like a little earthen dome like propping up the rubble, and you'll see 4 little kids standing outside of it, like arguing over who gets to eat bread, all of them with their little tum-tums out.
Aw,
It's the tunnel tykes
cute.
are there.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I wanted to put cute stuff in because of the murder. But yeah,
Well, can I say, on their way back, Bear Quinn kind of buys a bag of like steamed bread, and when he sees the kids, he kind of he just takes one of the bread for himself, and then tosses the entire bag to the kids.
They're like cats. You can't...
Yeah.
yeah, you'll toss some bread to them, and then be like, "Oh man, that guy's giving out bread."
Little raccoons.
That they fight
Hey,
over the
that's-
steamed bread.
I feel like we got a
I'm just gonna
target.
say, Sherlock Holmes has the Baker Street Irregulars. Baker Quinn has this city's
the
name.
tunnel
Tykes.
tykes. Yeah.
Irregular.
The tunnel
Pohai's
tykes.
They're the
Irregulars.
tunnel tykes.
The Tunnel Tykes.
Rawr.
Rawr.
Nice. Very nice.
But yeah, so you guys see that.
I see what you're doing.
You make it past back into the base. By the time you get to camp, you realize most of your steamed buns are gone. There's a hole in your bag, but it's okay.
Oh,
These things happen.
Hopefully there's
I'll-
enough
I'll
for,
wave at
the
them.
party.
and kind of like look for, seeing no bowl out.
Beggar
I'll be
Quinn
like,
pulls out 2 steamed buns.
Baker Quinn's gonna like section them out.
A chubby little kid walks by eating a fresh steamed bun.
I
think
swear
s-
you bought more of those. Did you eat all of those on the walk here? You were supposed to share with us.
Baker Quinn kind of breaks up the bread and tosses a piece of duckweed. Well, here's your share.
Thanks.
As I'm coming over, I'm like watching like this kid flaunting a a bun, and kind of looking at them, and I'm like,
He looks at you and smiles, and he makes eyebrows. He's like, and if you walk towards him at all, he runs.
yeah, I think she like takes like a bucks and takes a step towards him, and then
He knocks someone over in his haste.
she's like, "That's what I thought," and goes to the others. And is
They're like 3 and 4. They're very young. It's adorable.
oh, they're very young. Then she did it, and she's kind of she'll kind of snore a little bit. She's not gonna be that like.
They might be
Got established
5s. How old are you, Duckweed?
10.
10. Okay, they're younger than you by a good amount, but yeah,
Oh God, they need a leader.
they need a leader.
Oh, God.
So we'll kind of be like, hey, just be careful. The kids are. Actually, maybe we should discuss that. How's the? Just trying not to look at duckweed. How what?
Baker Quinn's
How's the
gonna look at
resistance?
Kids and goes, they're feral. You can say it. They're feral.
No, they're organized. They're organized. That's
Love
the issue.
feral kids.
And
a
so,
feral kid.
hey, you remember you were supposed to stay with me? Do you remember that?
Me?
Do you remember when you were supposed to stay by my side?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I just wanted to check. If you remembered.
Mm-mm.
But I see that you don't.
All of a sudden, Duckweed
Yeah.
is completely naked.
Like some kids just like yoinked his shit.
Some kid's pantsed him. One of the little kids pantsed him.
Oh, no way. I'm going to chase after him and trip and fall down.
Hey,
Penis.
Yeah, like I said, feral and organized. So apparently, so here's what. I felt they like exchange information, and she's like, "Oh, the resistance. Okay, yeah, a lot of heavy shit. Also, there are these tunnel kids. I can't tell how many there are. I think they're a roving band of bandits that we should probably get in with because it's inevitable. Because you know."
It's pretty fun.
It's going to happen anyway, and they there's so many of them just kind of around. I don't know how many there are.
Has the doctor arrived yet?
Two women do walk into the camp. One of them is familiar to the girl you saw earlier, Beggar Quinn Tao. But she's also familiar to you, Souza. You remember her from your early days in the organization. You guys kind of came up together, but then were separated. She was always a very cheerful girl, very happy. And you liked her a lot. You have fond memories of her. Her name is Tao.
I think, like, almost uncharacteristic for Souza as, like, they know her. She's talking, and then she kind of just, like, suddenly like, makes eye contact. And she makes, like, a really, like, scowling face, but in the way that you, like, hate your best friend, like, when you're just like, I'm gonna kill that person.
Yeah.
And, and she just goes, 1 second, sorry. And she goes up to Tao and just suddenly, like, punches her square in the jaw.
Oh, no. Ah, Souza. God, you're always such a brute.
I'm a brute. I'm a brute.
You heard what I said.
Take it back and don't double down. And she'll
She
start,
puts her
like,
hands
tugging
up.
her hair.
Truce! I'm here on business.
Beggar Quinn sigh goes, I'm surrounded by feral children.
She brushes herself off. I have important business, Souza. I don't have time for games. She's very uncharacteristic of her. Usually she's more game to play around.
Last time I saw you, you flipped me on my back. Yeah, I remember that. I had a whole crazy bruise.
That was a long time ago. In case you haven't noticed, things have changed. And she'll look around. But she seems...
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, something's up with her. She's different than you remember her. Maybe puberty, who knows.
Yeah, everything's crazy now. Obviously.
She's with another woman. An older woman, not the same one that you saw before. She is in her mid-30s. Jet black hair. Brown skin. You can tell pretty quickly that she is either from the north or the south. She's probably from one of the water nations. She looks it. And yeah, where's the patient? She'll say.
I'll bow and quickly.
Is that a Milkus?
It's a Milkus.
Hell yeah!
Damn it.
Sorry.
Gary
What's
is.
Milkus?
It's carbonated milk.
No, damn it. Yes, thank you. That is the reasonable response. Jahan has been drinking Milkus for like 2 years, and I've never had one, and I am a Milkus hater. I won't stand for
Delicious.
it. I won't have it. It has no purpose existing anywhere ever.
This is my first one. So
Oh, okay. Let's see. Maybe he was going to be disgusted. How was it?
Oh, this is great.
It's great. Yeah. See.
No.
Oh, there's a
No.
weird. It gets a little weird after, but it's great.
They're hot on a shelf. They don't even keep them in the refrigerated
No,
section. It's
you
just hot
you
carbonated
put them.
milk.
You put them in the fridge.
This is carbonated drink. It doesn't specify milk. It
Pretty
could be
good,
anything.
pretty good.
It says Milkus in the title.
Yeah, but there's
It's
also-
milk-ish.
There's 2% milk.
It's just missing the
in it.
H.
Yeah.
There's
Milkish.
only Milkus in the camp, and that's why everyone's severely dehydrated.
I love milk.
Mhm.
But so yeah, the woman will
Your milk
ask
is-
where the patient is. Who's telling
Susan
her?
will like escort her over, suddenly trying to be very serious. Even though she's like, I've seen a lot of shit too, you know. I understand the severity of the issue. But she's not going to say that out loud. But she's noticeably kind of doing that thing where she tries to recover, and we'll usher her over to the patient.
She'll get into the cart. She'll look at you, bring water, and she'll close the curtains.
Yeah, she'll do everything that she says. Like,
It's hard to find a lot of water, but you're able to find some. I'll
okay,
allow it easily this time. You guys
Only
bring
milk.
water in, and you'll see. Do you go in and watch what she's doing, or do you stand outside the cart?
If it seems like she needs like, an assistant, because she did get him powerful enough to travel, she'll stay in and watch.
Yeah, you can stay and watch. She starts moving her hands. The water starts to lift up, and it starts to surround the airbender's body. Then the water starts to glow. And you hear him take a deep, hard breath in. And she's like, shh, it's okay, it's okay. And you hear the wah, wah, wah from the healing water bending. As his skin starts to scab over better, the color changes. Some pussy regions sort of get covered over. Essentially, he starts looking better, visibly, pretty much immediately.
Once the healing starts, and I see what she's doing, can I gesture Duckweed to come in and watch? Because
want
this
to,
is like an important skill set that maybe he hasn't looked at.
You want to go in, Duckweed?
Yeah, I'll watch. It's gross though.
Yeah, you're watching. And it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty amazing. But
Gross.
you've probably seen some water healing in the Foggy Swamp, but they do it differently in the northern and southern tribes, so it's definitely a different experience.
At one point in time in my past, someone tried to teach me how to do this, and I was not very good at it. But I am watching, and it is still cool that water can do this. I just can't quite figure it out.
Yeah, and it's always nice to
different
see a fellow waterbender around.
It takes a different kind of mentality and a different kind of poise that Duckweed hasn't quite perfected yet to do some water healing.
She'll glance at you as you're watching, and she'll kind of realize some things. She's just very intuitive. It's about empathy.
It's boring and it's slow.
You are young.
You're old.
Okay.
She'll like nod and like kind of chuckle at that, I suppose. I'm fortunate to be so. Hopefully you get this lucky.
That's good.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah. So yeah, that scene transpires. She does her healing. You guys are outside the cart again. I'll have to return tomorrow and continue my treatment, but I've done as much as I can today. I think as long as I'm able to tend to him, I think he'll pull through.
Thank you.
Hey.
Nasty bit of business.
Before you go,
She'll look at you.
you remind me of my grandma.
She'll like kind of like touchingly smile, like, oh, that's very sweet. She'll like tussle your hair. You remind me of my brother, she'll say.
How old are your parents if you're this old and your brother's my age?
She'll shake her head, and she'll bow, and she'll say something to Tao, and then she'll bow to everybody and leave.
That lady was crazy. I like that lady. She was weird, right?
To you.
If that is all I can do for you guys right now, I'll be going as well. Tao will say.
Wait.
She'll look.
She scared the crap out of me. I forgot she was there.
Can we talk for a second?
Sure. She'll go off with you.
Okay, so maybe I was being innocent. Look, I'm traveling with a lot of loose cannons here, and maybe I've picked up some
Unsavory
energy.
habits.
Unsavory habits. Exactly.
Like lying? Because we don't have any cannons at all. We're not traveling with any loose cannons. Don't listen to a word she says.
Exactly.
He followed you. She'll look at the boy and be like, "It's sweet of you to look after him."
I don't know if you can call it looking, so much as witnessing.
Well, I suppose you haven't clothed him properly, so I guess that's true. It's good to see you again, Souza, and I understand. You know, it's just, I don't know. Things are different, and I'm trying to be different.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what to do with myself either.
Well, maybe we can
Honestly,
figure it out together.
Yeah,
She says, like, kind of extending a branch, you know.
she'll shake her hand and then kind of give her like whatever little like ointment she may have for like.
She'll give you like a little hug. Like, you guys are close enough.
Yeah.
And then you'll ointment her face, and she'll smirk. It's good seeing you again. And if that's all, she'll leave.
Yeah.
She just takes off running. No, just kidding. She leaves full speed.
So, I mean, we're here, everyone.
Yeah, you guys set up a little bit of a camp. I'll describe it a little bit now that it's all established. The cart at the back of the circle, so you have you're like in a horseshoe shape with all of your people. It goes cart, and then there's a tent that Shep and his sister are sharing. Then there's another tent that Mel, Lee, and Saf share. Then there is another tent where Fang is with potentially with Anaya, Souza, and maybe Mei Ling,
Ulami show.
Ulami show. And then there's like a boys' tent. After that, it's like the rest of the boys are in there.
A bachelor pad.
Which is yeah, which is gonna be.
Barrel tent.
So you guys have just like this semicircle. All of you guys are sort of like paired up and sharing tents with people. It's not the best conditions, but you know you're kind of a little group. You still have Jumpy's still with you. There's an entire family that's staying with you guys still that was on the road with you. I haven't developed them very much, but since they've been with you for so long, I'll start to give them names and stuff. But yeah, that's your situation. You have like a small cooking fire area and some seating.
I'm assuming
I'm gonna say
the like
Bird
information. I was gonna say, I'm assuming the information has been like we've talked about the resistance.
Yeah, you guys are all caught up with mutual knowledge that you feel like sharing. Yeah.
So, we talked about going to the note room and getting the notes to find out what's going on. And I'm going to get a stick and just put the stick straight up in the mud. It's just standing straight up. And I'm going to point at it and then point like at the tower and be like, this is the tower. And we got to get to the top and to get the notes.
I'm gonna say,
Then Letty turns to everyone and says, "There's a rookery for messenger falcons adjacent to the city hall. If their Fire Nation is getting their information from around the world or from their other colonies that they're creating in all their different nations, that's probably where we're gonna find."
He said
That's where we're
rookery,
getting
but
their
I think he
information
meant to say bird tower.
Yes, I meant to say bird tower.
Beggar Quinn, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, Barry Quinn's pretty much at this point just kind of just making a stew out of anything they can scavenge, basically kind of like a stone stew.
You're making the brown stew.
Stones.
Yeah, the brown stew.
There's a few brown stews
And,
going on around the camp. Yeah,
Yeah.
perpetual stews.
And Bear Quinn is just gonna kind of stare at them, goes, and how would you propose this would help us out? He kind of like sips the stew. I'm trying to taste it.
You
Some salt.
you get this covert operation.
Information. That's what will help us out.
Yeah, you guys will start to talk about this heist that you're planning. The camera will sort of pan out as night starts to fall and you guys are making dinner. I feel like that's a really good stopping point.
It's a really good stopping time.
And it's a good
I would
stopping
say
time.
Before we stop, can I do one last thing?
Of course.
I want to use my ability, Life's True Delight.
Okay.
I could pursue a genuine moment of respite, roll with harmony on a hit, shift your balance on a way you choose.
Yeah,
And
go
you can
for it.
also gain some new insight and stuff like that. Yeah,
100%. Full hit. Boom.
Wow.
pretty much.
So yeah, you can shift your balance. Which I
Yeah,
believe you
and
did
also-
earlier, so you can kind of undo that if you want to.
Yeah. Also gonna say, it says that on let's see here, I can also, where is it? 10 plus, you gain some new insight. Ask the GM a question, and they'll have to answer honestly.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's good to
give
end on
Michael a cookie.
So it's good to end on a bombshell.
Yeah. Out of character. What is there any information we should ask Jahan that we want to ask?
Yeah, what you guys? Yeah.
Oh, I was like, you can't ask Jahan that.
I thought he was asking me too, but no, that makes
Asking
sense.
the group, the players.
Okay, so you met one of the higher ups of Resistance, that single cell organized within this city that is being sieged or overtaken by the Fire Nation. We basically follow the whole party here just because this was supposed to be out of the Fire Nation,
Sanctuary.
and now it's not. Yeah, this is supposed to be our sanctuary. Not.
What?
There's nowhere
So
that's safe. There's nowhere we can
we
go.
already sort of know that based off of Bear Quinn's questioning that there's not really.
Yeah,
nowhere to
and like
go.
honestly, and
We're not
I
safe.
it's safe to assume that goes, well, if the place we were trying to get to
Yeah.
is gone, like now we're just leaves in the wind.
Maybe have we
as-
noticed
as the
anything
airbenders
about
say.
like just general Fire Nation stuff and like how they're connecting with the people here that's like this could be our way in to like cause disruption, or like is there something that the resistance has been working on that we can take advantage of? Basically, like what thread can we pull at to start to make this thing unravel?
Oh yeah, if we wanted to take back this town, how would we go about that?
Go about
Where
it.
would we start?
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's our question.
Or
Or-
we could ask if there's any major players on the other side that we should be aware of. Like, are there who's running the operations for the Fire Nation?
Right, admirals or
And where are they
captains or
based?
whoever's here.
Uncle
Current
Otter.
Big
political
bad here.
head here.
Yeah. So that's now you have a choice. Now, Michael, there's options for you.
I think with the route we're going, it would be what would we have to do to start to do the disruption of the Fire Nation?
So you want to ask me where to begin disrupting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking as a guerrilla warrior, the number one step that you take is to isolate your prey. So make it difficult to get here, make it difficult to communicate. Supply lines and travel chains are essentially infrastructure you take out infrastructure, it causes problems, and then those problems become exploitable ways for you to do further harm.
Start sinking boats, start destroying food.
Man, they're gonna
things like
play
that.
this friggin'
Isolate.
video at like my trial in Gitmo or something. Like, see,
I'm gonna be there as a
All right,
character
so,
witness and
now
say
we got a
all
plan. We
sorts
got
of
a plan,
crazy
and,
defamatory stuff about you.
that'd be fine. I'll be okay with that.
I can't believe
you
your
got a
entire
plan?
channel is a front. Just wow.
Viva
I mean,
la
clever.
resistance.
Clever.
Thank
It's
you.
the
know,
Yeah.
wait to-
liberation front.
A brilliant way to meet with big players and plan battles.
Between this
You
and
put
drag
everyone's
brunches,
nose.
we're gonna brainwash your kids. I'm telling you what.
Yeah.
But we broadcast from a remote location that's
Anarchy.
undisclosed, so any of the stuff that we
Across
do,
4 different time zones. It's just
not illegal.
oh my god.
any of the stuff we do is not illegal because it happened on a boat.
Yeah, we're in international waters, baby. I don't think
Pirate
that.
radio.
I don't think that stops attrition charges, but that's okay. So, but yeah, that's where you would start. That's the best place to.
Kids, don't do this at home.
So yeah, one of my.
Good. Whew, now we're covered.
So essentially, full disclosure, one of my possible like storylines for the rest of this campaign is guerrilla warfare of this city. Sort of in the vein of like Jet and the Rebels kind of situation.
Freedom fighters.
Yeah, it's not something you have to do. I can roll with whatever. But it's just one of my possible storylines. So if that is what you choose to do, that's kind of what I was seeing you guys doing. So yeah, disruption.
So,
And
in character,
yeah.
I see that if you stay here and fight, eventually you lose and eventually you die. But that's okay because I can still do it for 3 episodes and then make that decision if you stay and fight or if you leave.
yeah.
And it's not something I have to decide now.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I think
3 episodes left in our 10-shot Avatar game. So exciting times. We're getting there.
Hopefully we get a full house next game, so
Hopefully,
we have,
yeah.
everybody decide together.
But yeah, so that's where we are. We're gonna start. Every Powered by the Apocalypse game ends with questions about what you learned and if your character grew. Essentially, you get to assign yourself experience points. I'll ask Gary first. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
Yes, the airbenders got attacked big time.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Anaya, same question. Did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
Yes, the Fire Nation took Udao.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like most of you are going to say yes. Kevin, same question. Learned something, well, Jesus Christ, you did, didn't you?
Well, on one hand, Sanctuary has been taken over by the people I was just fleeing from and whose culture I abolished. And on the other hand,
All your people might be
the
dead.
place I was going to apparently has also been taken
Right.
over.
Yeah.
He is lost. He is lost.
Okay, and Beggar Quinn, we do not ask you these questions. You get other questions. What's up, Synth Weasel? We are wrapping up. Yes.
And the weasel.
It was a good one, though.
I
This is a
think-
good game.
I think
This
for
was
Bear
like
Quinn,
a slow burn kind of plot development, a little bit of character shifting. This was an interesting episode.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say with Bear Quinn, he does not get any growth this game because none of the PCs embraced his guidance or comfort. So
That's okay.
yeah,
You can still have a
You
voice.
squeezed our lips. You didn't guide
Do
us.
you?
You shut us up.
Do you literally have to roll a guide and comfort, or do you just have to guide and comfort people?
I just have to guide and comfort people.
You literally guided us to the underground lair place. You were the one who knew how to get there. You're
Yeah,
the
sure.
one who led the way. You
Oh.
did guide us. You didn't roll the
You
checks.
guided
didn't-
several times, yeah. No, I would
Mhm.
I would say you earned that one.
Oh yeah, and also he gave Duckweed a piggyback ride.
Yeah, you gave Duckweed a piggyback.
That was my next
Okay,
one.
I
If
get
you
one.
didn't, I was gonna say yeah. There's comfort there too. So, bam, bam. Either way, you get one.
Because your questions are so
Oh.
weird and situational, like I'll always give you at least one,
right.
for sure. Just if you don't get any, make sure you get one at least, because I want everyone to level up at least somewhat during this 10 shot. All right. Did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem, Gary?
Yes.
Okay.
You did.
I'm trying to. I think that them scrubbing the graffiti, that is a problem. We need the graffiti to stay, right? So that but it might be a stretch. If you guys think that's a stretch, I'm okay with it because I'm going to try to use the graffiti for something else. That's why I hesitated to say it.
I'll give you half a growth, and if the graffiti comes back into play for your next thing, and half a.
You know what? I'll pass on this one. I'll take the graffiti. It applies much better to something later.
Okay. That's fine. Souza, did you solve a community problem or stop a dangerous threat?
No, not really.
Okay. And what about you, Letty?
Yeah, I don't think there were any dangerous problems or threats this episode. Not to say we didn't encounter like tense situations,
Yeah.
certainly, but there wasn't like we weren't attacked.
Yeah.
Nobody was in peril.
Not
we
in
didn't-
immediate peril, yeah.
Like you said, it was a
Yeah.
character building episode and some plot
Yeah.
development, so we didn't
Yeah.
particularly get in the grease. We just
Exposition!
put our fact on them.
Yeah. All right, Gary, did you guide a character towards balance or end your session at your center?
No.
Alrighty. Souza
No.
and Letty.
I didn't adjust at all in any way, so yes, I ended on my center.
You end on your center,
my-
you get that point.
Yeah, My
and-
center's off, but
Gary, your playbook question.
So this is where I'm going to use the graffiti, and I think that
That's fair.
My question is, did you get a friend to join in or approve of one of your bad habits? And no one was like, don't do the graffiti thing. And then Letty was definitely like, we could go over to that rookery. So even though no one joined in, both the trespassing and the vandalism neither one was disapproved of, and I'd like to think they were approved of, at least in some measure.
I would say that you were chicanerous enough to definitely earn that badge. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'd like it. Anaya.
Did you accomplish a feat worthy of your burden and tradition? I mean, I got them here.
Yes,
Fuck,
I would
really?
say absolutely. You did your job and you accomplished a milestone in your mission. So
Yeah.
absolutely. Letty, what's your playbook question?
so it's kind of the same thing that I was. The problem with this playbook question is it's just a more specific version of one of the main four. Did I resolve an issue or conflict relying on something other than my training? There weren't any real issues or conflicts unless you want to count like I made sure that the doctor visited the Bacon Airbender, but
Yeah.
so I feel like that's a stretch.
What's your question again? Sorry. How's it phrased?
Did I resolve an issue or conflict relying on something other than my training?
I mean, you went on a subterfuge mission to make contact with the resistance cell, so you were part of that. I mean, you can take that point if you want to.
For the sake of I need to grow, I will take it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
So he grew.
We only got 10 episodes, so you gotta get them growth points in when you can.
I know, and I gotta stop rolling duds. So I need to I need to up my my stats.
It happens, man. It happens.
Yeah. I also want to point out that I'm reading my growth thing. Actually, when a PC embraces the guidance comfort, I just shift towards experience to declare them a protege. That PC has to shift their center towards that principle for me to take an advancement. It's really
Gotcha.
weird.
It is pretty weird. But, I mean, anyone who's your protege, anytime their balance shifts towards whichever thing you picked, you get a piece of that. So, it can work. Hey, that was Avatar Legends. That was Avatar Legends from Magpie Games. This is fresh out the box. We're always playing good stuff, fun stuff, doing all the cool things. I have been the board game guru, game master extraordinaire, Jahananan.
It's me, Casualty CDG, tabletop titan and podcast poppy. Check out Fresh Out the Podcast, available where all podcasts are available. Check out Fresh Out the Box. That's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on them Twitches.
I appreciate
So
Podcast
just check us out.
Poppy. That's a good one. I like
Yeah,
that.
That's
I
good,
like
yeah.
Podcast Poppy. That's a gooder. So just check us out. We're here every Thursday. We're here some Fridays. We're playing games. We're having a fun time. The podcast is on temporary pause because
Drew had a
congratulations to
baby!
Drew had his second baby, and so
Congrats.
he's using some parent time, and so that's fine. You know, the podcast can wait. It's still alive. It's just on pause until he gets family all sorted and has a great time with his baby. Otherwise, catch us here playing tabletop role-playing games. We're always trying to play different games, different systems with different people, and just have a good time, laugh, cry, and otherwise enjoy ourselves. Thank you guys so much for watching us, and we appreciate you.
Hi, my name is Anaya Monet. I'm a writer / games and narrative designer. I am currently with Tender Claws LLC. We just released Stranger Things VR, so go check that out. I also am a quest giver / character NPC that you can find at both I almost said Cybertropolis, Neotropolis, a cyberpunk event in April where I'll be playing the head of Endline, and a character in Drakenfest US where I will be helping to give quests for Green Camp as a strange sort of haggling creature. So yeah, feel free to come say hi to me there. I'll be playing 2 very different characters. Yeah, but both very sparkly. I'll make sure of that.
This is Link the cat, who has been very active this episode. So you're on.
Thank you.
Just this is why I've been getting up and shushing and looking to the side so much. Very vocal this evening.
It's beautiful.
I'm Kevin Allen, though. Yeah, I'm Kevin Allen, and I was on camera the whole night, working, young man. Yeah, I'm Kevin Allen, and I'm very, very excited to finally say that Designing Empires has been. You can check the series out on YouTube, or you can first 5 episodes. You're already halfway through the show in the past 3 weeks, and you can also find out how to win fabulous prizes, including tickets to Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland, and much, much more.
What
so
was that
definitely
website
check out the
again?
series.
You cut out for a second.
Ah, damn! I thought I was doing so well. www.designingempires.com. We have our own website, and it's like super simple. I mean, this show is about designers, and our designers are professional. Made things real choice.
It's pretty cool.
But yeah, first 5 episodes are out. There's contests and giveaways that we're doing. In the meantime, a friend described it as Lower Decks, but for Star Wars, and that made me very happy. So I'm enjoying the show, and I hope you all do too.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, as always, I am Michael Powell, aka Mr. Kapow. That's MRKAPA. And you can find me all over the internet there. So also on my Facebook, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff like my YouTube channel, Fantastic Tales of Adventure. My current schedule right now is every other Tuesdays. I'm on the New Age Geeks Twitch channel for Spell Shots, which is a D&D actual play series at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then every Thursdays on Toyzilla Live at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'll give you the latest and greatest in toy news. And then every other Friday back here for Avatar Legends at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I have one thing to announce. On April 19th, 20th, and 21st, I will be hosting the Toyzilla Price Check Challenge game show at the Anime Nation Fest. It's a tattoo and anime convention at the LA Convention Center. So hope to see you there.
What if it's an anime tattoo? Can I still go?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I get. Oh, no one who's watching is gonna get what I'm about to say. You can finally get that tramp stamp in kanji.
Oh yeah. I can
Oh,
get
yeah.
that. I can get my tramp stamp on my thigh. Yeah, absolutely.
Finally.
Inside joke. Hey everyone. Yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Stay fresh.